What's poppin'? It is J to the A, D to the A. Welcome to my little corner of heaven. How you doing today? Today, we is getting into a bone charm reading. I am very, very, very excited. Okay, if you do not have African descent, this video is not for you. Okay, I don't know what's going on right now, but my spirits is like, and this, I'm not racist, don't get me wrong, but if you do not have African descent, now if this resonates with you and you're like, oh, I'm not aware that I have this fully, you know, maybe you look a certain way and you've had questions about it, and you just didn't know, then that means this is a confirmation video for you. But if you do not have African descent, even if it is slim, okay, this is not for you. Try another video. This is not for you. I appreciate you. I am an Afro being that has indigenous lineage, so like I'm really not tweaking about it, but this is from spirits that this is for people with African descent. Okay? I heard you should know better. I heard how many times now? Same old dance. Just because you are indigenous, you may have indigenous roots to the Americas, does not mean Africa doesn't matter. This whole planet matters. Stop. I hate when people do this shit, because I hate when, excuse my chair for squeaking. I hate when people do this shit because I hate when outsiders see other people romanticize, low vibrationally romanticized culture, and then they see someone genuine and then they project what they seen in the other person, they project it on someone else. For example, it's like this man that's like white and he is white and he's like trying to say he's transracial, and he like gets plastic surgery and he be saying he Korean and stuff like that. Like he literally got a mental disease. And there's like people who are white and they make themselves, quotation marks, make themselves into like black people, and they be like, I'm black, right? So when they see somebody doing the ancestor connectivity, when they see somebody doing the work to find out what they really are, and it's something that is not stereotypically dealing with one's phenotype, they project that they are low vibrationally romanticizing being different. And it's like, no, I'm high vibrationally getting in touch with what I am and what my ancestors are and what our DNA is, so I can wake it up and evolve. Okay? And you need to fucking know that, okay? Stop romanticizing. And I'm gonna give like a counter message to this as well. Stop romanticizing that there are black natives if you haven't even done ancestor connectivity, bro. I have a video about this. Stop romanticizing other Afro beings unless you know you are a part of them. You do not know who you are part of unless you do your ancestor connectivity. I don't care where you have been born. Nationality is different from ethnicity. Just because somebody was born in Germany does not mean that they, you know, are from the original indigenous peoples of Germany. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody is born in the fucking islands does not mean they are automatically have the same exact blood of the Native Americans that live there. Like, bro, it be getting on my fucking nerves. Like, they be totally ignoring what ancestor connectivity is. Like, I'm so grateful that, like, I went through a lot of identity issues that wasn't really dealing with spirituality, like identity issues that was like dealing with like just existing and growing up like a regular human in like quotation mark regular society. And I'm so glad I went through that before my spirit started telling me who I was, because I could just see myself, if I was as lost as I was when I was like growing up, I could imagine me becoming lost in spirituality and struggling with my identity. Like, I'm so grateful I understand myself. And that's crazy because I was doing a reading for myself the other day, and my spirits were like, you understand yourself really loud. And I was like surprised, like, really, that's crazy. But as time go on, ever since I did that reading, like, yes, I want to grow to understand myself more. Like, I don't understand everything, but I do have to agree with them now that I understand myself. And I can be grateful for understanding myself, because it was times when I didn't understand myself. So as somebody that understands myself and that I take pride in my ancestor connectivity and actually honoring what I have been told and what I see with my own eyes, because I'm a medium and I can see spirits and stuff like that. And I'm also a dream walker and stuff like that. Other people have dreams of me and bring me my own messages. Certain synchronicities has happened over shit since I was a little girl that added up and pieced themselves together in this giant, puzzle of existence, and told me certain things about myself. And I'm happy that I didn't fumble that. And I see a lot of people with identity issues, and it's like coming from many places, actually. Like, it can be, oh, I just want to be different, or I don't want to go status quo, or this is popular right now, or oh, fetishizing being exotic. And it's like, that's not what this is. Like, being African is a great thing, even if it's a little bit. Like, a lot of people look at me now and they can assume something because I practice my ancestor connectivity and I know a great deal about who I really am. But when I was growing up, I actually loved being Afroed and thinking that I was more African than what I ended up being. Like, I used to cling on, especially being like a light-skinned person. I swear to God, bro, I was like the first person in school to like ever have a dashiki before it was popular. Like, just because I used to thrift and I found it. You feel me? Like, being my African roots, even though I found out they were slim as an adult, like, I clung to that growing up because of how I was raised and because I experienced words and jokes and discrimination against me being so fair. Like, I really was just like, oh, I respect my blackness in the motherland and da 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 da. And guess what? When I found out my African lineage was slimmer than my indigenous heritages, I am still like that. Like, please do some fucking ancestor connectivity. Please. Please do some ancestor connectivity. Please. Please do some ancestor connectivity, because that is a whole test. I believe it is a test from the cosmos to see who's gonna, in this lifetime, go down this imaginary road of what they think they are, just based on what they want to be in a low vibrational way. Do the ancestor connectivity, y'all. I have ancestor connectivity service on my shop. If you want to know more about it, then text me. It is expensive because it's dealing with dream connectivity. Like, I'm literally feeding high vibrational ancestors that you are going to have, because I don't accept people who are low vibrational, and my spirits don't bring me low vibrational motherfuckers to provide this service. But I do have to protect you. I do have to feed your ancestors. I do have to make sure they're energized. I do have to make sure when you are going into these realms, and when your ancestors are showing certain things to you, and when you are awakening certain DNA, that it is genuine and that you're protected and that the information is retained when you come back to waking life. Okay, so that's why it is, you know, I don't think it's expensive, but you know, people will look at it and be like, damn. It's like, no, just take a look. If you feel called to it, take a look. Ask me questions if you need to. All right. Ancestor connectivity is important. Check out this video. I was a little pissed off in this video, but genuinely, ancestor connectivity is important, because imagine a person and they have no idea that they're like a beautiful Nubian descendant, right? They have no idea that they have connectivity to what genuine Egyptian spirituality. I'm not talking about dogmatic, colonized Egyptian spirituality. I'm talking about that genuine shit. Just imagine a person having connection to Nubian traditions. Like, Nubian traditions is all up in their DNA. And just think if they were meant to explore that this lifetime, but Pop fucking Goes the Weasel, whatever is popular in the colored community in the Americas, they over here thinking that they fucking Native American. And this is not no diss to Afro natives, because I'm an Afro person that has indigenous heritages, because I did and still am doing ancestor connectivity spiritually. But just imagine that person, they are so lost. So just imagine their ancestor altered. Their ancestors, I literally seen this with my own eyes. Like, I literally have seen this with my own eyes. I've literally had a dream about somebody I know, and my spirit literally used them as an example so I can see what somebody lost could go through. You feel what I'm saying? Just imagine somebody and their ancestor altar got hella shit from the Americas on it, and they don't have that in their DNA. You think your ancestors getting power from that? You think your ancestors is getting power from that? You fell into the hype instead of doing your ancestor connectivity. It still matters, okay? I'm not trying to take up, this is a general read, so, you know, I'm not trying to take anything away from you. If anything, I'm trying to add to your existence so you can make sure that you're on the right path. But it's so detrimental when we allow ourselves to get caught up and literally we're accepting a false identity that is not who we really are. I'm just saying. There's a need for you to prioritize your chakras. Please prioritize your chakras and chakra healing. I know you're talking about, oh, damn, Jada, you just said African descent. That has nothing to do with me. That is a universal concept that people from a certain area blessed us with. People from a certain area channeled this information and they blessed us with that shit. You there is certain shit that comes from certain cultures that is genuinely universal. Just don't appropriate that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Respect it, right? And use it how it's supposed to be used, and get the fuck on with this thing we call life, okay? Your columns, your energy centers, let's use those words. Your columns, your energy centers, your spiritual pores, your spiritual receptors are clogged, and like I just heard topsy-turvy, and I just seen chevron pattern, like I just seen zigzag, okay? So you don't understand that things need to be done. Like, people be going on an ego trip. I just had a reading like this that was a little bit similar but not as deep. But people be going on ego trips, and I know about ego trips, motherfucker, because they happen. Good and bad ego trips happen. We don't need to kill the ego. People get it mixed up. Oh, kill the ego, kill the ego. No, nigga. If we didn't have the ego, in the society that we live in, certain beings will literally eat us the fuck up if we didn't have the ego. So The ego should be balanced, not killed, not eliminated, not destroyed. You need to clean it up. You need to clean it up. Clean that shit up. Okay? Some of y'all need other opinions. Some of y'all need personal readings. Some of y'all need to work with like talismans. I have certain things on my shop. Check it out. Y'all need to do something with yourselves. Some of y'all are like, I'm seeing people move their hands like this. Some of y'all like talk. All talk. I talk a lot. Not trying to be a hypocrite, but like some of y'all all talk and don't know what y'all talking about. Like people will sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm woke," and don't fucking know. Like, sit down and know. Like, pray. Like some of y'all have prayed. That's why you sitting here watching this video. But like for real, pray. Like pray, bro. Pray and use that wisdom correctly. Okay, you don't understand that you are protected, but your protection needs to be fortified, because when we increase our knowledge and actually integrate our knowledge into our lives, we attract so much abundance. But we have to be sure to make sure we are protecting ourselves from leeches and negative low vibrational beings that don't want that type of integration to exist just by their nature. We have to make it our nature to make sure we are protected, period, point blank. Everybody's ways of protection is gonna look different. Sometimes it's gonna look the same, but make sure it's fucking getting done. I don't care if you have a spiritual person to go to get it done for you. I don't care if it is your mission to do your things for yourself. Get it done. A lot of y'all have divine union. This right here, it's like light flashing on me, so hopefully you can see it. But this right here, bro, is a deer antler, but this knot in this deer antler reminds me of how like wolves mate, like the penis in a male wolf knots once they are, I think, like ejaculating into the female, and the female can't leave until his knot go down. And it's like you're meant to be high vibrationally knotted with another, but there's other things that you have to tend to before that can happen. But you have to make sure you do not knot yourself, with things that are false and with things that are low vibrational, because then you step into your own way. Like you literally cross your own self up fucking ditzy as hell. Like I am very, 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 very optimistic, and to others I come off as like I'm not taking anything seriously, and to others I come off as I'm taking things too serious. So I don't want to come off as like, because I always be like, be an optimist, like, well, you need to be a dreamer. But at the same time, while being an optimist and being a dreamer, you need to be motherfucking real. You can do both. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I have integrated both energies and still do integrate both energies into my life as much as I can. And it literally changed so many aspects of how I live and what I have access to, my perspectives, and how I help others, how I accept others' help, etc., 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 etc. What the hell? That's all I got for you. Just so you know, I do $20 tarot card readings from 20 minutes. Anything after $20 minute minimum is $1 a minute. It's $1 a minute. Hey, hey, come on. Wiggle them shoulders. Hey. I also offer bone charm and oracle card readings. Anybody from around the world can order those things from me. But if you want a physical item from my shop, you must be in the USA or USA territory. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace, my G.